welcome back to my channel. So your girl turned 30 a little over 6 months ago now, and I am also currently single. I'm a single lady. So I have always wanted to be a wife and a mother, okay? Just as much as I want to be a successful career woman, let's say that's, right here, I just as equally have always wanted to be a wife and a mother. And I honestly feel like if I had this without this, life would feel a little bit less fulfilling for me, personally. And even for the people who don't agree, try to stay with me here. When I was younger, I had this like perfect plan set up in my head, y'all. I was going to be married by 26 and have my first child by 28. Instead, by 26, my first, I guess you could say, serious relationship ended, and I packed everything up and left my entire life behind to move abroad to London. Nothing that I have done in recent years has been according to the plan. Honestly, most of the things that I've experienced are things that I probably couldn't have even fathomed 5 years ago, let alone planned for. If my ex-boyfriend hadn't have joined the Peace Corps and moved to West Africa back in 2018, I can 100% honestly tell you that I would not be here right now. I would not be sitting right here filming this video and talking to y'all. And though I was absolutely devastated by this breakup, it led me on such a beautiful journey and to some of the best years of my life. I had a blast the last half of my 20s, and I do not regret a thing. Looking back now, I'm honestly glad that things didn't go according to my little plan and that I didn't meet someone and get married at 26, because I probably would not have experienced this. And not only that, but I just feel like I had so much self-work and personal things to work on that I only could have done alone. And it was here that all of that was truly revealed to me. If any of you all have been here for a while, then you may even remember that I took that year-long break from dating in 2019. I was really dedicated to the self-work. I can still so vividly remember when I called my mom to tell her that I had secured yet another UK visa and I was actually going to be staying for 2 more years, which turned into 3. And she was like, congratulations, that's amazing, blah, blah, blah. But you know what? After this next visa's up, you're gonna be 30 and it's probably gonna be time to bring it on home and start trying to settle down. And y'all, I'm pretty sure in my head and out loud in that moment, I said something like, girl, you tripping. Because what was I, like 27, going on 28? That wasn't even on my radar anymore at that time. I was too busy having the time of my life in London. And as I continued to make it through the last half of my 20s, I still wasn't worrying about it much at all. I was dating casually, having the London dating experience. I was having fun, really just focusing on myself. My plan ended up turning into, maybe I'll find someone and get married by 31. Have my first kid by 33. That sounds cute. And then I met my most recent ex at the end of last year, and it seemed like things might actually go according to this new plan. And I'm just like, wow, see, I knew it. Like, this is just how things were meant to happen all along, I didn't need to rush it. I just was meant to have fun and enjoy myself until I met my person at 29. And even though I was able to kind of put that pressure to the side and allow myself to really enjoy the last years of my 20s, I have to admit the conditioning, of society did have me feeling like, okay, this is the time that I do need to, start focusing on trying to settle down. And if I'm being completely honest and transparent with y'all, being in this relationship actually made me feel a little bit better about turning 30. It made this, huge milestone feel a little bit less scary, because even though I was still trying to figure stuff out with my career, still trying to figure out where am I going to be living in the next year or two, at least I was a little bit closer to getting the wife and family thing going. You following me? You with me? I even hate that there's this whole thing to begin with about needing to get married before 30 or needing to have kids before 30. I feel like it's a tale as old as time, where people have this stigma or this fear around being 30 and single. You know, obviously women, we have this clock, and the older you get, the more your pregnancies can be high risk, and you know, all of that stuff. So when my relationship ended, it hurt. It really hurt. And I think mainly because I knew that I was gonna have to start over from scratch again. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I was this close. I was this close to leaving the streets behind forever. And that was probably one of my most, you know, mature relationships, because we actually did talk so much about the future and, you know, when we wanted to get married and when we wanted to have children and all those things that I had never really even considered with past partners, because I just obviously wasn't in that place at the time. I would go out and I started having baby fever, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, like I found my person and I think I'm like ready. I'm ready to do this. So having my plans abruptly changed again took some time to process and accept. It took a little minute, but I can honestly say now, right now at the time of filming this video, I am now so at peace with being single. And I honestly think it's because of all of the self-work and self-reflection that I did do in those years leading up into this relationship. I'm confident in who I am, and I'm confident in what I bring to a relationship. I honestly feel like whenever someone leaves my life or a situation ends, it's for a reason. I feel like it is protection from God, and I trust that. Even when I don't really understand or I can't see it at the time, I know that it's protecting me from something that I cannot see for myself at the time. So yeah, and I would 100% rather continue to be patient and wait for the right person to come into my life than to settle or end up in a situation that is not right, especially because of my age. As far as dating at this very moment, I'm just not interested. But I'm not anti-dating either. I'm not blocking anything. And if my future life partner happens to bump into me at a coffee shop, I receive that. But right now, I feel like at least for the rest of this year, I needed to just really focus on me, getting my mental right, getting back into that place. Like I said, I don't know if I said it in this video, but definitely in a previous video, getting into that place to receive the blessings that are meant for me. And I feel like our mindsets can so often block things or slow down the process of us receiving what is meant for us. Yeah, so I just need to get right for me, because if I'm good and I'm good with myself, then I can be even better for someone else. My future husband is gonna be one lucky man, because I just keep getting better with time. I mean, I'm aging like fine wine. Whoever dated me in my 20s, you really didn't, because we're not the same person, okay? We're not the same. I have leveled up and grown so much, like I don't even recognize early 20s Paige anymore. I just honestly don't. But yeah, if this is, you know, meant to be another little single season for me, I embrace that. I get a lot done when I'm single. But I do believe and trust in God that he knows, you know, the desires of my heart. And I need not worry, because he's got it. He's got it all in his hands. He's got it taken care of. And I'm just gonna keep focusing on me and doing what I can to create a beautiful life for myself. Do I hope that someone will join me and be a part of that one day? Sure. But until then, we good over here. And that's it, guys. I definitely would love to hear your, you know, feedback and opinions on this topic in the comments down below. Let me know how you feel about this pressure when it comes to age and these timelines that people have set. I can't wait to hear your thoughts as usual. I love reading you all's comments. And yeah, as always, thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to give me a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. And I'll see you all in the next one.